Good morning, everybody. We're out here at a previous site we've been working at. Put in a septic the other day here. Sorry I didn't get any video of that, but forgot the cameras at the house. So got the equipment warming up this morning. We got to do some dressing up on the septic, and then we got to do some clearing for a pad and back. Turn you around here, I'll show you. So we got this septic put in. Got drain field put in all out through here. We got to dress it up today. Let's walk around back here. So you might recognize this site. We've done some more work here. We dug this spot for the foundation here that's being added on. Cleared all this the other day. And now we got to move this dirt here and then establish a elevation for this pad back here and build a pad for a garage. Everything. So as soon as the equipment gets warmed up, we'll get going. where I can shoot the laser. I gotta get with the owners and find out, like I said, with the elevation of this, there's no need to move everything right now if I'm gonna have to use part of it. I just need to be able to get grade shot up through here. stumps out here real quick so we can finish getting this driveway kind of cut in here. And then I'm gonna move some dirt around and get it to where we can lay out where this garage pad's going. Figure out the elevation of it and go from there. Good ground back in here. The only bad part about it, especially during the winter here, this ground holds so much moisture. This dirt, it's good dirt, so it holds a lot of moisture, and during the winter dirt just don't dry out, so we're kind of having to pick our days when we can work up here that it's not mud. It's kind of drawing the project out a little longer, but it is what it is. We ain't got time to wait till the spring, so we'll get it done now, and then we'll come back in the spring when everything dries up good and do final grading on it, because a lot of this is going to settle out, especially if they're in that septic. A lot of that will settle out, so we'll do final grading once they get the house all done and get them a good looking yard going. Stumps up here. Is that a stump or is that a... Yep, there's a stump there. The thing about these, a lot of these, they've been cut down for quite a while, so they've died out, so they're coming out pretty easy. These cedar ones are a little harder. We'll get it. I said the dirt's pretty good and wet, so it's digging around it good. Oh yeah, that was moving easy now. Just grab that splinter there and get out. Should be able to pull the rest out now. No problem. deeper stump, so yeah, it's gonna have a lot deeper roots in it. Get down there and get them broke. Oh yeah, it's moving now. Pretty good taproot on it too. That may be what's holding it. I hate clearing stumps after people's cut them already, because it's a lot easier to come in with the tree still standing and push them over, and then we can cut the stumps off of them, or just push them up like that. Have a lot more leverage when you have the whole tree there. There, it's coming out. Oh yeah. So I don't know if people knows what you mean by taproot, but if you see that long pointed root there on the left going straight down, that's what you call the taproot. And a lot of the cedar trees don't have them. They're very shallow rooted, but like oaks, stuff like that, they do, and they can, especially if it's real dry ground, they can cause you a lot of problems. Just makes them really hard to get out of the ground sometimes. Stump up here. Got a smaller one there, I'm not sure what it is. It's like a, yeah, it's a cedar tree. See how this pine tree comes out. Pretty good sized pine tree, so maybe a pretty good sized root out here. It's got some good, here, that's another stumper. That's got some good roots on it. That's roots. Yeah. Oh, that's got some real good roots on it. More clay up here, which is good because I'm going to need some for this pad. quite sure what elevation we're going with the pad. I'm gonna have to shoot some grades here in a little while and see what we can get out of it. I mean, ultimately, we would like to come off the same grade as the house right there, but that's going to require a pretty deep cut up here, so we may end up having to raise the elevation of this garage up some. And if we have to, I'm just maybe a couple feet. It's not going to be attached to the house, so it's not that big of a deal if we have to, but it would have just been nice to keep them the same elevation. But sometimes you can't do that. So once we get stumps cleared and get some dirt moved out of the way, where I can get in there with the laser and shoot everything, we'll figure all that out. Quite a bit of rock in it too, which is not unusual for this area. Around here, red clay and rock's pretty much what we have. You'll hit spots that have decent topsoil, but mostly it's red clay and rock. See if she'll move now. And it's wiggling. Dug down underneath of it here. Oh, there we go. Got hold of that taproot. Now, let's see if we can pick this thing up. It's a pretty good sized root wad. Oh yeah, get it over here where we can get it with the skid steer. Well, that was a heck of a hole. Good thing about that, I don't need to fill that in because we're going to be making a cut here anyways. I want to dig that out, clean it up, and I can use that for shoot grade with up here on the hill. Just figure out exactly how deep of a cut we're going to have. Still sure we'll have to cut more, but at least I can get an idea of how much deeper you gotta go. That ought to be good. I can work my way out of that now. good enough to shoot grade with. I guess we'll pull back down there and switch back to the skid steer and move a bunch of this dirt around and figure out what our grade's going to be. All right, just surveyed this ground here. We're going off of the finished floor and that doorway right there, and so if you shoot level from that, our mark right here, that's level with it, and from that spot to 90 feet back that way is a 5-foot rise. So we're gonna end up having to cut about 6 foot by the time we do our rock and grade and everything for the pad. I'm gonna have to get with the owner, see if that's what they want to do, or right here's the edge of the garage, see maybe if we want to build that up a couple feet and then we can just slope it down and then grade it around the house. There's a few different options here we can do, but I'm gonna go back, put it all on the survey plan, and get with the owners and see what they want to do. So next video we'll be out here. Hope I'll have an answer and we'll get started on building this pad. So see you on the next one.